Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video, I'm going to be creating an eye look with a palette that was recently gifted to me from my dear friend and subscriber, Julie. She actually gifted me 2 palettes. They're both from RashaB Cosmetics. In my last video, I used one of the palettes, that's the Gold Digger palette. And this video, I'm going to be using the other palette that she gifted to me. And this is the ExtraordinAries palette. Super cute. And I know I showed this to you in my last video, but I'm going to show it to you again because I'm using it today. Beautiful color story. I just love it. And was really pleased, thrilled actually, with the other palette, the Gold Digger palette that I used in my last video. Really happy with how the shadows perform, the color story, the formula, the quality, everything. So I'm assuming I will be equally as pleased and thrilled with this palette. Now, in my last video, I used more of the redder tones in the Gold Digger palette. So I want to do something different today. So I will be using this side of the palette here, the purples and blues. I did swatch these 2 shimmer shades. This one's called Intense and this one is called Constellation. They are gorgeous. And I know for sure I'm going to be using this shade today, absolutely. But I'm thinking I might use that shade too. I don't know. Let's go ahead and start into this look and I'll figure out what I'm going to be doing as I put my eye look together. Now I did do my brows and this eyelid is primed in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01 as always. So let's get started. Let me grab a brush. I'm going to start off with this shade here called Brave, this dark purple matte, and put that in my outer V and in my transition area. And if you can happen to see some sparklies on my face, I don't know, I sat down here, I have a towel over my desk here. And, you know, sometimes I will kind of clean off my brushes. I need to just take this towel off and wash it, but I'll clean off my brushes. And apparently I had on my towel, and apparently I had some sparklies on my towel. So I went to like wipe my eye and I had all this sparkly stuff all over my eyelid. I'm like, okay, all right, let's get this on here. Ooh, beautiful. Yeah, very nice. I love dark purple mattes, especially dark purple mattes that are not patchy. Sometimes purple mattes can be a little funky. It just kind of depends, you know? This kind of depends. My favorite purple matte, dark purple matte in a palette is the one that's in the Juvia's Place Violets palette. I love that dark purple matte. So beautiful. And when I swatched that blue shimmer shade called Intense right here, I was like, whoa! I mean, it's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I don't know, this purple matte's maybe a little patchy. Started off good, but now I'm feeling like it might be just a little bit patchy. I don't know, maybe not. I don't know, it could be the brush too, I don't know. I love these brushes though. I got a set of these brushes from AliExpress. They were super cheap. I think it was like, I don't know, $4 for the whole set. And they, honestly, they work really good. They're really nice brushes. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this might be a little bit patchy. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep going. And I'm going to be blending it out with this shade here called Impulsive. So that'll hopefully, you know, maybe make it look less patchy. We'll see. I'm actually just going to kind of push it on my lid rather than blend it a lot because I'm feeling like the blending is making it look more patchy. I don't know. It looks okay. It looks okay. It looks good. I don't know. Let's not get too overly critical of the shadow quite yet. Okay, that looks okay. So it is a little patchy, but we're gonna keep going. So let's go into Impulsive, this light kind of lavender matte, and put that around the edge of that shade. It was 95 degrees here yesterday. Oh boy, just not really excited about summer coming. And I feel like we really haven't had a whole lot of spring and it's just like summer all of a sudden. I don't know. I mean, it's okay. I just really do not like super hot weather. It's supposed to be 84 today. So, you know, that seems reasonable. At work, we do have an air conditioning system, but it's not really working. Apparently, I mean, I've only worked at this job now for over a year and a half, right? Well, not quite a year and a half. No, yeah, a year and a half. Anyway, you guys are like, figure it out. But apparently my boss was telling me that this happens every summer, or, you know, like when the weather starts to get warm, this happens. And that the excuse that the property management company gives is that when the weather gets hot, the air conditioning system, it takes it a while to like figure out that it needs to turn on. So it has to be hot for a while and then it'll work. I'm like, what? But I have reached out to the property management company, landlords, whatever you want to call them, and said, hey, our air conditioning in this office is not working and it's hotter than hell in here. So can you please come fix it? So I've called them twice now and they still haven't come up to fix it. So hopefully, maybe today will be my lucky day. And this is a pretty shade. This is a really pretty shade. But yeah, that dark purple matte's pretty patchy. Pretty darn patchy. I'm gonna have to go back in with that and kind of fix things a little bit here because it's starting to get a little, I mean, it's pretty. It looks nice, but it's patchy. It doesn't look as nice as, like, you know, the dark purple matte in the Juvia's Place palette. So I'm going to go back into Brave and just add a little bit back in here because I don't know. It could be the brush, but I don't think so. I've used this brush a bajillion times with shadows and it's never made the shadows be patchy. Okay, I think that looks okay. So let's move on to the shimmers. I'm going to go into Intense, this beautiful, bright aqua blue shade, and put that on the latter half of the lid. And this is another brush I got in the AliExpress little brush kit. I love it, or brush set. And this is a really nice brush to use with shimmers. And this has, looks kind of like a purpley shift to it. Oh, very nice. I'm going to spray here. I do like to spray them because I don't want to have a bunch of fallout on my face. Oh, wow. That is gorgeous. Oh, it definitely has a purple shift to it. Cool. You can't even see the purple in the pan at all. And when I swatched it, I couldn't see the purple either. But on my lid, boy, you can definitely see that purple shift. Can you guys see it? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. So I'd like to know what the weather is like where you guys are. Wherever you're at, let me know what your weather is like. I'm gonna have to brace myself for summer. It's just not my favorite season at all. This is just so pretty. I just love the shimmers in the Gold Digger palette and this palette. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous. And I do think the purple matte's looking fine. It is. It's just a little patchy. How many times have I said the purple matte's a little patchy? If you guys were drinking, playing a drinking game while you were watching this video and you had to take a shot every time I said the word patchy, you'd be completely gone by now. You'd be wasted. And I think I am going to use that lighter purple shimmer shade towards the front. I think that'll look really pretty with this shimmer shade. Okay, I think that's good. So now let's go into this shade right here called Confident. I mean, I could use that. I think I'm going to actually use that in my inner corner. I could use that too, but I don't know. That's just saying, hey, use me. And I'm going to use the same brush. I cleaned it off a little bit. Go into Confident, put that towards the front. I already said that. Miss Repetitive over here. I am working on my next true crime video. Those usually come up the first Sunday of the month, but the month of May has been a little challenging for me with just stuff, life stuff. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Perfect. So happy I used that shade. Oh, beautiful. Oh, that is so pretty. This is gorgeous. Oh, Julie, man, you are just a rock star for sending me these palettes. My God, that is such a beautiful shimmer shade, both of them together. Oh, back to the true crime issue. So, yeah, I just couldn't get the book read and then my notes taken. How I do it is I read the book and I take copious notes and then I like type them up and then I memorize them as much as I can. Sometimes I'll refer to the notes while I'm filming, but you know, I try not to do that as, you know, I just try to know the information as well as I can in my noggin. And then obviously film the video. And it takes me about 2 hours, I guess, 2.5 hours to film it. And then it takes me about 6-7 hours to edit it because I make a lot of errors and or like get tongue-tied, so I have to edit out quite a bit. So yeah, just the month of May was not really helping me out in that process. So I have a lot more time this week and I'll get it done and then get it up this Sunday on the 21st. Where's my brush? There it is. And let's go back into Brave and just add a little bit of that back to take that weird edge off. But oh, this is such a beautiful look, man. I'm digging it. Well, they're beautiful shadows. Let's say that. Let's be accurate here. Okay, so I really do think this turned out pretty nicely. Yeah, I do. I do have some fallout, but I'm gonna go clean that up. You guys know, do my other eye, the rest of my face, my hair, and I'll come back. I am back. This is the finished look. And I really, really like how this look turned out. I did struggle a little bit with the dark purple matte in that palette, and I'll talk to you about that some more when I show you the palette, kind of wrap this up. But before I get there, let me show you just a few things I used for my finished look. For my lower water lines, I did use the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner. Let's turn this around the right way. In Amethyst Hour. I just thought the light purple would look good with the eye look, and I just love these. I mean, you guys know I'm obsessed with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liners. On my upper lid, I also used another ColourPop product. This is the ColourPop BFF Liquid Liner in Crazy Dark Blue. Love this liquid liner. I need to get some more of these because they just work really, really well. They're very pigmented and they last really well throughout the day and affordable. And then for my mascara, I used something different today. I used the Tarte Gifted Mascara that Jen Beauty sent to me in some friend mail. Jen, I love this mascara. Thank you so much for sending this to me. It was just sitting on my desk, so I thought, you know what, let's give the Nobu Cosmetics one a break. Use something else that you love, and I do. I love it. And then on my lips, I have a combination of two things. I have the LaBelle liquid lipstick LaBelle matte liquid lipstick in Vamp Addict that Steph, my bestie, she sent this to me. This is my favorite dark purple liquid lipstick that I have in my collection. I think it might be my only one. Still my favorite. I love it. And then I did pop a little bit of this over the top. This is the Bella Pierre, holographic lip gloss in Saturn. Bella Pierre Cosmetics. I did get this in a ice cream beauty box, and this is really fun to pop over the top of a darker liquid lipstick. Just kind of makes it a little bit more metallic, kind of flippy looking, especially with the matte liquid lipstick. Can't really see this probably at all in my camera, but in real life you can see it. It's really pretty, and this does feel kind of sticky, but that's okay. It'll be fine. And then also I put a little bit of this in my inner corner. This is the SheGlam Metallic Glow Highlighter in Stay Sane. This purple, pretty purple highlighter. I have it on my face too. I did try to use a shade out of the palette, I'll show it to you here in a minute, as my inner corner shade, and I don't know, it just didn't work very good for me because I'm just not real good with using that particular kind of shade in my inner corners. So now let's talk about the palette. ExtraordinAries palette from RashaB Cosmetics that my beautiful dear Julie sent to me. And the only shade that I really struggled with was the Brave, the dark purple matte. At first, I was like, oh yeah, this is great. But then I noticed as I was applying it, it was kind of patchy. You know, the pigment seemed fine. I don't know, it just seemed kind of patchy. And I noticed that if I just kind of pushed it on my lid and didn't blend it a whole bunch, it worked better. And some shades just work better that way. You know, I think I was able to make it work just fine, but it's just a little patchy. And then this shade right here called Impulsive, this lighter purple matte, that worked really well to blend this shade out with. And I think the combination of the two kind of saved the day. And then I put a combination of both of those shades on my lower lash lines. Very nice. And these two shimmers that I used, Confident and Intense, absolutely gorgeous. I did not realize, I mean, now looking at it, I can totally see it. But when I swatched this shade right here called Intense, I just didn't see the purple flip to it. I don't know I don't know, but I could definitely see it on my lid. It's just gorgeous. And this light purple shimmer is so pretty. The two of those together are gorgeous. I did try this shade Constellation as my inner corner shade. It's kind of flaky, and I don't know, it was just starting to get a little too out of control. So I was like, okay, I'm going to stop and then just use that highlighter shade, or highlighter as my inner corner shade. None of that made any sense. But I do really want to try this across both lids because it's a gorgeous shade. It's got this purple and kind of goldy, silvery goldy shift to it. So beautiful. And I really want to try these shades too on this half of the palette. I'm really impressed with this brand. Really impressed with both of these palettes. I think more so the shimmers that I've used so far out of this palette were really impressive to me. But yeah, I mean, really, really nice palettes. Beautiful color stories, very nice quality and formula. And of course, I want to say a huge big thank you to Julie for sending me these beautiful, amazing palettes. I said earlier that I have been on the RashaB Cosmetics website a few times, and they got a lot of really pretty stuff. I'm like, but soon in June, I'm going on a 6-month no-buy. I do have some rules around that, and I'll talk to you about that in a future video. But yeah, I'm like, should I get some stuff from RashaB or should I just not? I don't know. We shall see. I'll let you know what I end up doing. And I'd love to know if you guys have these palettes or anything from RashaB Cosmetics and what you think of the products. We can chat about that in the comment section too. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, I would love to have you consider subscribing, smash the like button, and of course, comment down below in the comment section because I just thoroughly love to chat with you guys there. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I can't wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.